guys? So I broke my astrology cards back out, except this time I'm going to do the planets. So from, going to do it again, left to right, top to bottom. We have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Chiron, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and then for a little spice, I haven't used these cards in a while. So I brought the Lord God Masculine, Lady Goddess Feminine, so these are kind of our divine counterparts. This is a spice at the end. Hopefully I can get through this one faster than the last, because I had an hour and a half video that basically shut off on me. And I'll do it again. Same one dice. I love to leave mystery and randomness to spirit. Alright, so the first one's going to be for Sun, spirit. This is like the ego. We're going Pisces on this. And then the Moon, Soul. Another Pisces. Pisces have been big time and in my readings a lot lately. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so Sun, spirit. This is leadership, ego, willpower, creativity, vitality, spirit, purpose, and identity. Alright, spirit and angels and ancestors and celestial bodies, and you, Sun, can you give me all the tools I need to understand? So for the ego, or leadership, willpower, creativity, sorry about that. We have the Four of Wands and the reverse strength. So we have somebody who is feeling victorious, but it's almost like they're not in their strength, they're not balanced in their inner abilities where they play well off each other. Or maybe they're just dealing with Leo. But this Pisces, is feeling victorious. They're celebrating. Or maybe their hopes. That's what it is. Their hopes and their plans are reaching a level that, I didn't think was going to happen. Maybe it's their creativity. Could be dealing with a bad Leo. Could be lacking self-esteem. It's weird. We're going to have to clarify some of those, because that reverse strength after victory is weird. Or maybe they've got a victory over a Leo and they've defeated this Leo. I'm going to stick with that, but we'll go ahead and clarify. Why is the strength reversed here, Spirit? Actually, Sun, calling to you, celestial body, Sun. We have the Eight of Rods first. It could have been upright because it flipped around. That's usually our, using energy wisely to speed up things, to speed up a passion project. King of Cups upright. Pisces, that could be you, since you're a water sign. And you definitely could be dealing with Leo, because the rest are fire signs, plus we're doing Sun, which is ruled by, or is associated with Sun. Alright, so somebody's feeling victorious over this Leo. They're very, very emotionally happy. It's probably you, Pisces. to haul ass soon. But I don't think it's ready just yet. That's what I'm getting. I think you're got a delay of some sort. Why is the Eight of Rods reversed? Why is the Eight of Rods reversed? Because somebody's juggling. And we have either a Libra or somebody's being unfair. There's a lack of balance. The legal matter is getting worse. Somebody's being biased. Somebody's obstructing the law or creating legal complications. So you're ready to go. You just got to get over this juggling of legal aspects. But you're happy because you did get a victory. Good for you. All right, so let's, that's the leadership, the creativity. So I'd say you probably was pretty creative in this endeavor here. I didn't think you was going to be able to pull it off the way you did. But we're going to move to Pisces. Could be the same Pisces, could be a different. This is Pisces, Moon, Soul. So this could mean you got Pisces on your Moon. This could also mean you're dealing with Cancer. But it's definitely the soul and emotions. All right. Actually, I don't want to start with that one. Spirit. Actually, Moon. Celestial body Moon. You're there. Tell me what's going on here with this Pisces. We have another Leo. It's in reverse. Though, again, another defeat. So they're getting defeated emotionally and spiritually, or their ego's hurt. So they hurt their ego first, and now we're seeing what is seeping into their emotions and their soul. But it's definitely reverse. So they're defeated, or they're not using their strength right. They're out of their element. Or maybe they can't even defend themselves. Anything else for us here? Moon, celestial body Moon. Moon, can you speak to? Can you speak to us? Help me here. Help me understand. Give me all the signs, synchronicities. Help me understand. Same story. That's why. This is the same story. That's what I'm getting. Alright, so we have a Pisces that's beat a Leo, or bested a Leo. And they're ready to leave. They're just being held up because there's some juggling going on with what seems to be a delayed legal matter. But Pisces is already feeling the victory, and they're extremely happy. Alright, Mercury, I call to you. Take control of this dice and tell me who needs this message best. We have a Leo. Now we have a Leo. Alright, Venus, love. Give me Gemini. Alright, so we have a Leo. Leo's been in all three. The first three. Let's go with, you know what? Since there's only one card out, I mean, it's a Leo. I'm going to pick it up. Add it back, so we got to fold it. Alright, Mercury. Mind. The Mercury mind. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Jeez. Mercury is the rational mind, thinking process, all forms of communication, local travel, transportation matters. All right. Logical mind. Come on. There it is. We have the Nine of Cups. just basically completed, like emotional fulfillment. That's weird. Must be a different Leo. Or this is just somebody who's got Leo in their Mercury. But anyway, we're at the Nine of Cups, which is the complete emotional fulfillment. And the only thing it lacks from the Ten of Cups is the reflection back on the whole cycle to understand how you made it this way, so you can continue. And then obviously when you're at Nine of Cups and you reflect back on it, you see all the good times and happy times. That's reminiscing, that's reinforcing the good stuff. Anyway, so we have the Nine of Cups. So somebody's completely fulfilled. Somebody's feeling completely fulfilled. In the way they're thinking, in the way they're communicating, and in their mind. In their mind, they're just completely fulfilled. But then on this side, we have the Nine of Swords, which is a fucking utter nightmare. What the fuck? Well, we got two nines, so this process, so this might be somebody who's back and forth. One day they're completely fulfilled with something, and the next day they get into their rational mind and they rationalize something, and then they stir up fears, anxieties and fears and self-doubt and worries. And this does sound like somebody who, okay, I got it. This might be the same Leo from the Pisces, only for the fact that how Pisces is wanting to leave but not quite done. It's almost as if they're still around each other. So at times they're good, they're being kind of friendly, and they're in Nine of Cups, thinking things are going to get better, and then they get shut down by the Pisces, and they go into this fear, anxiety. So they're in a kind of a loop here. One half is good, the other half is not. This is very unhealthy for you, Leo. I don't know what the hell happened between you and this person, whether it is this Pisces or not. It seems it because it fits perfectly. But that's not worth it. I don't care who you are or what you've done. You should probably let the Pisces go, because you're just killing yourself and you're going to end up in a bad, bad way. Let's see if we can get some... That was going to be the Nine of Swords. Yeah, opposition. See, they get opposed, and then they get all fearful and anxiety-ridden and worried and doubt and troubles, and they feel failures, problems. They realize problems are not solved. And they can probably feel energetically that Pisces is fucking ready to go. So that court decision may be kind of unknown to the Leo. Why it's reversed. It's kind of a hidden thing. It's kind of been done. They're just maybe waiting for some sort of paper to be served or some sort of summons. And Leo can feel the energy but doesn't actually know what's going on, which is why they're still hopeful, which is why they get into that Nine of Cups sometimes. But they're definitely fighting in their own mind over all this shit, one way or another. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Well, I can tell you what Nine of Cups here. You don't need that. We're going to move on to Venus. I don't want these to be too long. Like I said, I had one end on me. Alright. If you got Gemini and Venus, or you're dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, and you're a Gemini. Alright, Venus, we love you. I was talking to you. Can you shed some light on why this Gemini's been picked for this reading? Yes, there it is. Well, we got the Seven of Swords, but it was reversed. So we have the Seven of Swords, but it was reversed. So, I feel like usually this is our Thief card, but I feel like it's that somebody stole something, but I think our main energy is actually feeling the loss. I think that's what's going on. It says it's a Thief card. Something is always taken and removed from one person by the other. Oh shit. Okay, well we have the Lover's card, which is Gemini. And then we're on Venus. So this is something that is meant to be. I know it sounds funny, but we have Love, Venus, Lover's card, and it's meant to be with somebody feeling loss. But we have the Death card in reverse. So there was an ending. So Lovers, there was an ending. So somebody was in love, at least one. I'd say our main querent here, our main energy, which I have to call it Gemini, was actually in love. Because there was a cycle that ended, and that cycle is basically the negative or the tumultuous energies from that ending are starting to dissipate and alleviate. And then we have the Two of Wands. This is unfocused, raw passion. So this is unfocused, raw passion. Somebody doesn't know what to do with this new passion, or what they're passionate about even. That comes. So they're okay. This might be a timeline then. Although we could be dealing with just a Scorpio. Could have been a transformation happened. But we have this feeling lost. Feeling like the loss of a lover happened. But this was a transformation. And an ending. But it's coming. That ending is no longer at its height. It's coming to an end there. And now somebody doesn't know what to do with this stockpile of passion they have. So I would say this is you, Gemini. You're a little so it looks like you're not. I'm getting this feeling like you're no longer feeling like you lost something, and you're feeling more like you've gained something. You've got this new passion, but what is it? Where the fuck am I supposed to put it? Where's it go? And I think that's your main concern or main issue right now. You're just kind of confused because you're feeling a passion. You got a passion. Spirits all up in you. Or you're ready for a movement of some sort, and yeah, it's like hurry up and wait. You ever seen those cartoon characters that, like, when they try to take off running, they run 100 miles with their feet, but they never go anywhere? That's kind of where you're at, and that's okay. Take some time. Slow that passion and that fiery willpower down a bit. Take some time to yourself. Meditate on it. Figure out what it is you want. The world is your oyster right now, man. There ain't nothing holding you back, holding you down. Think about that. The world is your oyster. You can do what you need to do. We're gonna move on. Okay, so we're gonna move to Mars Force. So this will be Aries. It's aggressiveness, assertiveness, initiative, independence, pioneering, competition. I mean, Mars is the planet, the warring planet, so there's always going to be something. So I look for this to be some sort of argument, fight, disagreement type shit, and one person wanting to dominate another. But you could just be dealing with, oh shit, I guess I should roll the die. That's part of the whole scheme. All right, so Mars, tell me which zodiac you want. You want Scorpio. Saturn, truth. You want Sagittarius. All right, Mars, I'm talking to you. Why is this Scorpio on top of you? Why'd you call out Scorpio? And again, you could have Scorpio in the Mars. In your natal chart, Scorpio might be sitting in Mars. If so, this message is probably spot on for you. Otherwise, you're just for the Scorpio, that in this circumstance of the Mars energy is maybe dealing with an Aries. I'm not really getting that. What I'm getting is Scorpio is about to have some confrontation, whether that's with another person or actually with themselves. But they're going to try to enter that Mars warring like energy. Don't think this is the deck they want. Okay. Go into these. You know what? There's only 2 of these up here. Take those back. Oh yeah. Mars. Why Scorpio here? Oh man. Spirit, can you help me? Speak with Mars. Why Scorpio here? Give me the signs, synchronicities, the feelings. Alright, so right now, enter Daughter of Cups. Scorpio is a water sign, so this could be Scorpio. The Daughter of Cups is a very youngish emotional energy. It's raw, but it's very naive. And it's love. It's love, but it's not. It's naive. It's like puppy love. Somebody's might have found a new lover, or somebody's maybe just only willing to give a tiny piece of actual love, or somebody's been emotionally detached and they're trying to reattach. So they're back at the very beginning of what major arcana here, or not major, but the you know, fuck I'm talking about. Alright, Mars, Spirit, can you help me? Can you get some more story on this with this Scorpio and Mars? I have the 6 of Cups. This says harmony in a relationship or love, a love life. But this is our transformation, judgment. So Mars again is like not really confrontation, but just being aggressive, assertive, initiative, independence, pioneering, competition. Wow. I gotta think about this. So now we have reverse judgment. So this is somebody's being kind of stagnant, incorrect judgment. Could be dealing, you know, Scorpio, you could be dealing with another water sign. Pisces, Cancer, or another Scorpio. So we have the energy of harmony in a relationship, so harmonizing, a reconciliation, even making peace with separation, accepting feelings and understanding deeper the emotions involved, digging deeply for connections, rebalancing our heart, our feelings, our emotions. Which, yeah, so somebody's making peace with their emotions. Somebody's rebalancing them, and now they're finding themselves at the very young stages of, you know, the Daughter of Cups, which would equate to the Page of Cups. You know, most people say, hey, that's a message, but this isn't. This deck's not. It's not built on a message. It's built on a, you know, archetype. And the young daughter, she's the youngest. She's the baby. So it's baby love. Very innocent. A little bit of pure love, but it's not deep. Doesn't understand love all the way, but they are starting to. And either maybe you need this transformation, or you're in the midst of a transformation, or maybe you were judged incorrectly. Yep. See, I think we're in the midst of a transformation after this tower, because this tower's in reverse, so that that turmoil is coming to an end. If it's not already over, you're in the middle of this you know, transformation, and you're just sitting. So I feel like feel like somebody took the initiative. That's why you're sitting on Mars. Scorpio, you took the initiative to go ahead and understand things in a better way. You might even call this tower yourself, or you decided to do this tower for yourself because you needed the rebirth or the level up. So right now, just continue on your path. I don't see any other reason to clarify. Just continue on your path with your young love, your new love, your newfound love, your new understanding. And I promise you, as long as you stay on that and you stay true to yourself, you'll be alright. So, Saturn, truth. Why is Sagittarius there? Why did you call upon Sagittarius there? Saturn. Saturn is a Capricorn. It's associated. Page of Pentacles reversed. This is a very kind of a troublemaker, but it's kind of not. It's not like, yo. I'm keeping on. So they're kind of a mischievous, is what I should say. They're a little like aloof and a little mischievous. They're not doing anything that is reckless or dangerous. It's a little dumb stuff, you know. Loosening the milk jug cap so when somebody pulls it out of the fridge and they're not ready for it, the fucking thing spills, you know. Stupid little practical joke type level things. Or this is somebody who they may have entered into a home or a job at entry level, whatever you want to call it, at that level, and they're refusing to put in any more than the bare minimum. Do you, Sag? As of now, get all that energy out. Could be a Cap you're dealing with, but I'm not really getting that either. Sag sitting in Saturn. Saturn structure, definition, limits, restrictions, responsibility, organization, authority. See, so this all kind of lends itself to somebody's not willing to put in the effort. They want to stay right at the page, the young, non-responsible for anything, childlike, childish spot. They don't want to move up into, you know, knights, queens, and kings. They don't, that's not where, so it feels like as of now they're not going to be there. I don't know, maybe that's you, Sag? Is that the truth? I don't know. So as of now, the truth is somebody's just being immature. So now we have emotional manipulation. Now we're moving into emotional manipulation. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. Somebody's refusing to work on themselves, which goes right along with this Page of Pentacles, because they don't want to move up. And now we have the King of Pentacles. See, so a fuckload of grounding here, a fuckload of money and possessions. But you see, we have somebody. We have a King of Pentacles, right? Upper echelon of these Pentacles. We have a Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, and those are reversed, and those are refusals to understand the card, to understand that part of the cycle, to go any higher, to be mischievous with it, to use it in different ways. So, you know, somebody's refusing to do work for themselves, but either this King of Pentacles is now using, you know, now this King of Pentacles may be becoming a smothering person. They may be becoming insecure, codependent, negligent, overbearing, because they're wanting more from this Page of Pentacles, and this Page of Pentacles doesn't want to do it. I see no fire in here, though. Chariot, that's why. Page of Pentacles doesn't want to be there. They want to move. They want to leave. And this brings Cancer into the mix. Still no fucking fire. Not a bit. So this is most likely just a Sag and Saturn. Or somebody in this picture has got Sagittarius and their Saturn. Either the King of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. But that's the truth of the matter, is that somebody just doesn't want to be there, so they're not putting in any effort to grow. So I guess they're basically just, it almost seems like they're intentionally sabotaging it, and it's really having an effect on this King of Pentacles. On the outside, they're still, grounded and doing their thing and taking care of business, but in the inside, they're becoming codependent. Starting to be pulled in to become a smothering person. So, King of Pentacles, you need to check that. Who cares if it's like that and nothing you do is fixing it? Let them go, because all you're going to do is continue to kill yourself over some bullshit. Pull some of these cards back. Alright, so yeah, the truth of the matter is you can't be codependent. You can't do that. If somebody wants to leave, you got to let them go. You can't just fucking, you can't put them in the fucking hole and it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. You can't do that. Anyway, Jupiter, abundance. Jupiter, which zodiac you want? They want Capricorn. Chiron, healing. Who do you need? Aries. Aries was hurt in the last one. No, Aries, we know your story. If it's the same one. Anyway. Jupiter. Abundance. Jupiter is Sagittarius. Negative, anyway. Jupiter, you may have Capricorn in your Jupiter. Maybe check your charts. Jupiter growth, philosophy, governs higher education, long distance travel, and communication. And some parts of communication. Alright, Jupiter, why did you call on Capricorn? Why did you bring Capricorn to you? Something flipped, I seen it. We have the Knight of Wands. So we have somebody who's, they're in and out with passion. But this person's not really abusing the power. This could be somebody that has to leave a lot to maybe work. Maybe they're emergency medical or something like that. Maybe they travel for work. Maybe their work is their passion and they're gone all the time. But this is abundance, so I would lean more towards the work as their passion. So they do move a lot. They are around. They do probably travel a lot for work. And fire wands, fire can also represent movement, pure. So this could just be a fire sign that you're dealing with, Cap. That is just moving all the time. It's never there. While they maybe make good money, when somebody's not there all the time, it makes it really rough because it's like, I love somebody, or you don't, or you do. But it's like, what the hell am I with them for? They're never here. I'm just sitting here alone. Yeah, they pay for everything, but what kind of life is that? Being alone. Alright, Jupiter, any more? Can we elaborate? Okay, so now we have the Knight of Swords. So we have fucking the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So we got somebody who travels a lot for work and it is their passion, and then we have somebody who is hastily doing the things that they do. they're strategists. They take flights, always trying to enter discussions. They plan actions. They're in study groups, experiments. So Capricorn, if any of these energies are you let them fit. If they're not, then you're dealing with two people. And this is a third-party sitch. Alright, let's get some clarifications. Take these back for clarification purposes. Alright, can we get some story on the Knight of Swords? I ain't doing all this, but it'll be the top. Okay, so Knight of Swords. Okay, they're in a creative endeavor, if that helps. They have a stability they're working on, a new job, a new business, a new idea that could turn into that. Wow, can I get some information on this Knight of Wands, please? Jupiter, please. Okay. Seven of Rods, which is feeling like you're under siege, constantly under attack for your passions. And either you're passionate about this Empress or this Empress is putting you under siege because they're lonely. Maybe you are traveling for work and they don't. And they're never there. You're never there, and that's not what they want in life. And so they're constantly putting you under siege, but maybe you make really good money and it's going to be hard to let that go and still maintain what you built. So what I think is, Cap, you're either the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. Okay, so we have somebody who's lacking mental clarity, lacking understanding, restless, anxiety, a very suspicious person. This came out. I'm going to say, I don't know, we may have to just clarify this now just so I get a better idea. Why did the Four Swords reverse come out? Why is the Four Swords reversed? Four Swords reversed, please. Jupiter. Why are the Four Swords here? Jupiter. Why is that Four Swords here? That's it. Because of the Six of Pentacles. The give receive line. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely on this side. So, somebody is feeling restless and anxious, suspicious, and they're not willing to work with somebody because they feel like the give-take line, the Six of Pentacles, the prosperous line, is heavily on their side, and so I see this Empress is actually probably bitching about how there's not enough money and you're always gone too. I need more, that's what I'm getting. She's abundant though, that's what I don't get. She's supposed to, this is a pretty foul acting Empress if that's the case. See, look, Seven of Swords. Somebody's lost something. Somebody got something taken. Somebody's filling a hole in it. Somebody's filling a hole because they lost something. Or they felt like something was taken from them. Yep, that Empress. That's why she's out of character. She's supposed to be abundant, but she's got a hole somewhere in her soul or her heart. And again, Jupiter's abundance, so somebody's feeling lack. So they want more and they're trying to push it and fill it with everything that they can. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, what's the resolution here? For the Empress, I want the Empress's resolution right here. We have the Moon reversed and the Knight of Rods reversed. Somebody's either got player energy that, fuck it, they're going to other people where you're going, or they're going to haul ass passionately whenever they get the chance, and you don't know about it because the Moon is reversed. This is definitely the Moon typically casts a shadow over everything, but this Moon reversed is especially with this card here, is they're going to do it in a way that's unsuspecting. I feel they're going to be leaving soon. You know, take it as it resonates, but or it could just mean you're dealing with a Pisces. I'm not really getting much Pisces around here. It's all, yeah, there's no water there. It's all abundance. So somebody could be suffering from mental illness, drug habits, seeing visions and having illusions, going mad. With the Knight of Wands reversed, this is also a chaotic person, very chaotic, very sexual excess, impulse addiction, a thief, non-committing, only wants fun, fights for nothing, dull, gives in easily. And this person there's no commitment here. This person is just out for what they can get from people and have a great time doing it. I see why you're so anxious. King of Wands. Or Knight of Wands. Anyway. So now I'm moving on, Cat, because I can't keep these videos too long. So Aries. Aries. We're moving into Chiron healing. So this is personal healing, introspective healing. Could be considered a wounded warrior, which is, you know, Aries is not a, you know, Aries is Mars. They were governed with Mars, so they're also the warrior. So it's appropriate. You could have Aries in your Chiron, which is how you heal yourself, which is your best method of healing, especially after karmic issues. So let's see, Aries, Chiron. That's all we need, then that'll be the whole story. So we have somebody's losing their give-receive line, so somebody's losing their capital, their abundance. They're feeling lack. They're not happy about it. There's no celebrating it. See that? You know, or this could just be fearing losing something. So somebody could be fearing that they're going to lose the rest of what they have or all that they have. Could even be, I think that's what it is. Somebody's in fear that they're going to lose something, something valuable, and it's in the home. We see manipulations. That's why they're fearing that. They're feeling it. They're feeling those manipulations. And look who shows up, the High Priestess. This is somebody who keeps secret knowledge taboo, spiritual knowledge, not typical, traditional, religious knowledge, but it's more of a pagan or a taboo. This person is in good shape, though. This person uses that knowledge for good. They don't abuse it. So I feel like this person is using their intuition and their skills to let you, Aries, in on this. And it's got you worried, but you're also aware of it. So being aware of it can stop it, or did stop it. Which makes sense. And then this person here could also be using their methods to heal you, help you heal. And then we have, boom, we have the Four Cups. So we have, out of balance emotions, but we're trying to get those in. So this falls right back into the peaceful place we had on my video before. So Aries, I think you are in good shape. I think you are peaceful. I think you avoided a catastrophe of getting stolen on because of whoever this priestess is, whoever you got the information from, or whoever helped you, whoever used insight to help you. And now you're rebalancing your cups. You're rebuilding your relationship foundation, or your foundation in the heart. And you're sitting in Chiron healing. about the best read we've had so far. It's one of the most. It's the good one. You're on your way, Aries. There's nothing more you can do. I like it. Good job. All right, Uranus, genius. What do you want? Zodiac. You want Tarian. Neptune, sacrifice. You want Virgo. Pull all these cards back. All right, so we're gonna start with Uranus. Genius. Uranus is Aquarian native. The unusual or unexpected is very unique individuality, revolution, and reform. Taurus, this is you. So Taurus, you may have Taurus in your Taurus may be sitting in Uranus in your birth chart. So let's go. Uranus, and all your genius. Why did you request Tarian? Because of the Hermit, Virgo, which is right here beside it. We have a Virgo, we have introspection, and we have no more feeling anxious and fearful or self-doubt or worries or troubles or failures or unsolved problems or depression. You needed to get out of your head, and it would seem that you did. Maybe that was unexpected. Maybe it was through your individuality. But I do see Virgo energy here. Gotcha. Alright, can we get a little bit more on this Virgo energy? Why is it here? Uranus, why is it here? That's it. It's here because of the Knave of Swords. This is a message. Yeah, so it's definitely a message or a small conflict or a curious mind, which would fall right along with genius. Curious mind, maybe Taurus, you're seeing a Virgo, or you're getting curious about something. You're very intrigued by it. Maybe that's what helped you get out of your head. But you've got new thoughts coming, new ways of thinking. You're not going back to the fear or the anxiety road. But why is the Knave of Swords here? The Knave of Swords is here because of satisfaction in relationships and love. Wow. That's genius, though. Somebody's in love with the way somebody thinks, I think, is what happened. Somebody is completely mesmerized by the way somebody thinks. Shit. And they don't even realize it. Somebody's completely mesmerized by the way somebody thinks. And then we have somebody who needs time to heal from mental struggles. They need to disengage mentally. So, I say Taurus, that might be you. That is finally getting over the nightmares and anxiety. But you're in the midst of, meditation. You're in the midst of healing from mental struggles. And I think you might be dealing with a Virgo. And a Virgo is one thing I can think is very in love with the way that somebody thinks. And by what I see, they're only seeing just the tiniest bit of the way they think manifest out into action, thoughts, and conversation. They don't even know the depth. So they think that they're only seeing the pieces, the tiny pieces, and I think they're right. I'm not sure what the fuck this story is about. I'm just going to kind of leave it, I think. 10 of Cups is always a good card to leave on. Yeah, so Taurus, if this is you, just keep healing from your mental struggles. Keep making sense of it. Keep rewiring. Virgo, guess just keep loving the way somebody thinks, I guess. I mean, if it's giving you the 10 of Cups, then, at least in the mind, then I mean, it's not bad. It's not manipulative. It's very pure and genuine. Just keep observing, I guess. I looked right here, and this right when it popped out. So we have Virgo again, but this is for Neptune sacrifice. So we have the 9 of Wands. We have 8 of Pentacles, and we have the 1 of Wands. So we have somebody's creative fulfillment, right? They're dedicated to the extreme, and that is the sacrifice. Somebody's sacrificing through their extreme dedications, sacrificing something else, and what they're sacrificing is their own development, their own craft, their own skill, their own self-work, their own mastery of self. Yep. And somebody is powerless or unmotivated. Yep, somebody is unmotivated here, and that's causing this self-sacrifice, which is not good. Whoever's sacrificing their own ability to grow, that is not good. You should never do that. Let's see, can we get a resolution here? Because you're sacrificing. I don't need to tell you, but stop sacrificing yourself for other people. 2 of Swords. Somebody's not making a decision. Yep. So somebody's unmotivated. Maybe they feel like they don't have any decisions that they want. Maybe all the decisions. Maybe the decisions they need to make are about things that they don't even want. None of them are what they want. They're very unmotivated. Yep. We got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is a greedy person, very excessive with their wants, spend a lot of money, they splurge a lot, they manipulate people for gains. So that's probably what's got you in this not self-work. You're out of your element. You cannot work on your craft because you're too busy making sure this person is, I guess, good. I don't know where you fit in this, Virgo. The Knave of Cups. This is somebody who is like writing love letters, daydreaming about a relationship or an emotionally fulfilling thought. They're daydreaming about somebody, about one day having their cup, I think. Yep. And they're thinking about what it would be like to start a whole new venture with them. And they're just wasting time right now until that day comes. Alright. So Pluto, transformation, what do you want? Leo. Man, it's been a lot of repeats. And I'm going to roll both dice for these and do them at once. So that's why I'm rolling. So Pluto. Transformation, Leo, you're going through a transformation, right? This will probably be a quick one. Pluto, why did you call for Leo? Or maybe not. Oh shit. We have the Hermit reverse, so could be dealing with a Virgo, or just somebody who refuses to understand their self, and maybe and without doing that, they can't transform. But Leo, you showed up in your own reading in 2 cards. You got the Strength card. So what I'm thinking is, okay, I think I see what's happening here. Leo, probably you, could be a Virgo you're dealing with. Somebody is letting their outwardly appearance put up a mask for what's actually going on the inside. Or somebody is not balancing their feminine and masculine energies and they're fucking out of whack. Don't know, maybe that's you, Leo. This is the transformation. You showed up. I have no reason to really put it on Virgo. Virgo is introspection. Hermit is introspection. And it's reverse. You're not doing it. So which means you're balancing two strengths that you think you need to balance, and you're totally missing this other introspection on the inside. So you're not balancing it at all. You know. Yep, something's meant to be. Lovers, Gemini. Could be dealing with a Gemini. But this card for me is just something that is meant to be. It's something that's meant for you. It could be a person, a career, a challenge, or a thing, or yourself, or a hardship, and a choice, or a wrong choice, a bad choice. Actually, it's not going to be a wrong choice. It's going to be the right choice. So that's what it is. Spirit is stepping in, saying this transformation, the right choice, is to balance your inner emotions and inner feelings with your outer strength. That's your transformation, Leo. Get on it. Pretty straightforward. I like it. Fire signs coming out in good shape. Aries and Leo. Alright, so we're going to make room. Alright, masculine and feminine. These are our divine masculine, divine feminine. So we got a Sag and a Cancer. And these, there's no specific spot. These could be anywhere in your charts. Anywhere. Depending on what the reading goes to. If it goes into a relationship, then it'll be more along the lines of Venus, possibly the moon, or your spirit. We gotta see what happens here. This will probably be a larger read, so we're gonna take these guys on up. We're gonna add some extra clarity here. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so we have Venus here. Definitely leading toward a relationship. And we have Taurus. So we have Venus and Taurus. These are both, well, Taurus and Venus are both, well, that's their planetary systems, zodiac. So I feel like a nut. We do have Venus, but Venus with Taurus is more the money aspect. But we have Cancer, and Cancer is emotional. They're sensitive, nurturing, receptive, home, family oriented. And Sagittarius were outgoing, idealistic, optimistic, scattered, honest, exaggerated. So we'll just see. Start giving me some cards. All right, Spirit, Celestial Bodies. Start seeing some stories here. Daughter of Pentacles, reversed. Somebody's either not happy at the home. Oh shit! Yep, somebody's not happy at the home because bam! As soon as I said that, the Death card popped out. So somebody wasn't happy at home. And it caused an ending. Most definitely caused an ending. Clean up this table a little bit for divine feminines and masculines. We're gonna open up the table for them. Somebody was not happy at home, and being a Daughter of Pentacles, they weren't really even invested in it from the whole time. At any point, they never got above the Daughter of Wands. So we had Scorpio energy enter and caused an ending. You get 2 for feminine side now. Bam, right there. Ooh. So we have the 9 of Wands, and then this one is like, if it's upright, they're saying, hey, you're at the very, the last steps to your goal here. This means they're held up. There's no more steps to take. They are just stagnant. And I can see why, because now we have the 8 of Swords here, which is a cocoon. You're feeling attacked, but you are going inwardly. You're cocooning. You're ignoring these. Wow, you're ignoring these. Accusations, these messages, these thoughts, these actions, And that's why your last couple steps before completion is on a halt, because you know, if you're in a cocoon, you're not going anywhere. But as soon as you come out that cocoon, you're done. Basically, there's not going to be but one more step, and that is the buy. But we had these come out, and I was talking about this, but I kind of started to look this way, so I was kind of here. So I'm going to throw these in the middle and see what happens. So then we have, so we'll just call these main energies. Main energies are somebody who's not happy at home, never wanted to be there in the first place, and it's like, something ended. Over here, somebody is deflecting and going inwardly to grow up on themselves so they can take the last steps that they need to take. So now, from that, we go to electrified, 8 of Wands. This is the fast movement. This is the energy stored, the energy put out. It comes back. It's even kind of spirit giving energy. Then we have the Star card here. The Star is always hope. Hope, healing, working towards goals, love given and received. Time to achieve is needed, but will be successful. Don't lose sight of a goal. You're on track. So this fast-moving pace here, you're following these hopes and dreams. Aquarius energy. And then we have the reverse strength, Leo energy. And this is somebody who is, again, their passions, their strengths are not being balanced here. They're being out of whack. And they're fucking withering. They're feeling like they're not being handled or taken care of or paid attention to. Can we get another 4 for the next row? Oh, at least one. Somebody wants to leave. Somebody's needing to move with vigor, and they need to move, and it's not just a movement card. This is a movement with a absolute purpose. Like there's a war. Like I'm coming to do this. I've got to do this. I'm going to do it. It's getting done. And they're getting out from under the siege. They're no longer feeling surrounded by a bunch of ball sticks. They're bright. They're giving off a light of love. Or they're wanting to get the fuck out of there with passion because they're wore out. They don't want to be there no more. They're overwhelmed. They're giving up. They're folding under pressure. They won't fight. Opposition's too strong, and it's fight or flight. I think this person is going to fight to fly. Jesus, this finished off the whole damn reading. It's crazy. Wow. Actually, I'm going to have to pull these over, I think. Alright. So, they wanted to get the hell out of there. They made a judgment call. And they possibly had to bring up the past and make peace with it to make this judgment call. And then the Mother of Swords enters, which is very sharp, harsh, a little overboard communication. Eyes that look right through you. Words that are cut like a knife. So this could have been a bad, like leaving could have been bad, big old fight, big old harsh fight. We have Justice reversed, which means, so we have Aquarius, Leo, Chariot's Cancer. Mother of Swords is Libra. Justice, this is Libra, but it's reversed. So this is a bad judgment. Somebody is feeling like they were misjudged. Something was unfair. There was a lack of balance. A legal matter could be getting worse. Obstruction of law or legal complication. And then we have the Moon reverse. Somebody's secrets, somebody's shadows are being brought to light. We see a Tower happen, and we have the Empress come in. And for me, my Empress is an Emperor, and the Empress are always my divine masculine and feminine cards when I'm in a divine masculine feminine reading. So this is the divine Empress, or the divine feminine. This is an abundance. So the Tower's happening, everything's shaken up, abundance happens. We have Scorpio enter with the Devil, which is vices, connections, being bound to something, can't get away from something, addictions, and this is a delayed start. I feel like this Devil energy is more of a bound, tied up. They are using these legal actions over here with this reverse justice, and then it hits somebody in the head, basically like, now all my secrets are out, everything coming down around me. But then you have this Empress here. I'm gonna have to clarify that because she's weird. She's sitting right here in the middle. Oh, this is the point at which when the Empress goes into the cocoon, and there's one last step. Remember, so she's in the cocoon here. On the Scorpio energy, is being bound there. It's more like not really bound, but choosing to stay because they're elaborating. They're going to grow from it, and they're going to wait it out. But when they're done, when this whole legal thing is done, or whatever this decision or contract or something that's binding happening is over with, they're going to be at the top of their game. And they're going to take one step out and be gone. And that's why this Fool is sitting here. It's delayed start, but the start they want, the start's coming, but it's delayed right now until all this gets worked out in succession in divine timing. And then we have the Mother of Wands reversed. This is it's a questionable lifestyle. Addiction, lack of creativity, easily taken advantage of, gives up easily, lost passion for other. So I think these go hand in hand. I can't remember which one it was, but anyway, somebody's ready to start a new journey because there's no more passion there. So this would be a karmic cycle, I guess. And why do I keep saying Scorpio with the Devil? That's Capricorn. So we have Capricorn here. We have Libra, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Awful lot of fucking major common here too. Yeah, this just doesn't look like it was meant to be. But why is this masculine? This masculine had an ending too. They didn't want to be somewhere, so they ended it. They didn't want somebody around, or they ended something with a very non-committal, ungrounded, unstable person who's trying to manipulate, but it's a very weak manipulation, or the masculine's gotten much better at what they do and just are snuffing it out before it ever happens. But my video is getting ready to come to an end, so I better get off here. I hope this helped. I love you guys. This is Oranos Divinity. Peace.